Look how cute my guinea pig is. Guys, this is Becky, my new guinea pig, and she is freaking great. Hey guys, it's me. I'm finally back. I haven't been doing much videos lately, but this video is kind of really important to me, so I figured I'd share some very important news that's really important to me with you guys. I figured if I'm going to share this news with the world, I might as well just document it through YouTube, because I feel like it's much easier for me to say this in front of you guys than it is to say it physically in front of people. I have a hard time talking in front of crowds and talking to a lot of people about this, so I figured might as well just go ahead and tell you guys about this. So let me give you guys a little bit of a backstory. About halfway into my sophomore year, I was dating this guy. Things were great. We really connected. We had a lot of fun. We all hung out with my friends, and we all got along great. Yeah, it was a really great, healthy relationship, and it was going pretty well. Something didn't feel right to me. I didn't feel right. I started to slowly get really uncomfortable. I wasn't sure if I was feeling okay with what was going on. He knew nothing about this, and I felt like it was unfair to him for me to not tell him what's going on or what was even happening at all. I had no idea how to express this to people or express it to anyone else, but something just started to change, and I wasn't sure on how I should feel about it. So after a few weeks of feeling this way, I decided I felt like I needed to break it off with this guy, only because I wasn't being fair to him and I wasn't being fair to myself, and that's really hard for me. If I'm feeling something, I usually just go for it and try to figure it out and find out what's going on, because it's not fair to anyone else that I keep this secret from, and I can't keep it for myself either. It's something that I wasn't really comfortable with yet, and it's something that I felt like he needed to know, because it wouldn't be fair to him at all. So after weeks and weeks trying to figure out what was going on, I finally figured out that I wasn't into just men, I was also into women, and that was something very new to me, something I never thought of before in my life. And I remember the exact moment. I was driving home from the mall at like 8 o'clock at night with my brother, and I was texting my friend, and I go, listen, I think I finally figured out what was going on. I think I'm bisexual, and it's something that was so new to me, something that was I wasn't sure I was comfortable with, but I knew that this was it, and this is what was going on with myself, and this is what I was feeling. And she was totally okay with it. I was totally surprised that all these people would be okay with it. I wasn't sure that I was gonna be okay with this at all. But once I finally said the words to her, I felt so much relief on me, and I finally just knew that this was what was going on with me, and this is who I liked, and this is how things were going to go for the rest of my life. So finally, one night, I'm in a group chat with all my friends. There's probably about 12 of us in this group chat, and I decided, okay, if this is who I am, my friends need to know. So what I did was, I said, guys, listen, I need to tell you guys something. It's very important to me, and I'm not sure how you guys are going to react, and if you guys are really my friends, you guys won't care about this as much, but it really mattered to me. Like, I was so nervous. I was crying and shaking the whole night trying to tell them what was going on. So it was just something that was so new to me and so different, and I'm in high school, you never know how anyone's going to react. I kind of slowly came out to my friends because I wasn't sure how they were going to react, because I've never done anything like this before. So what I did was, we were at my friend's house, we were playing the game Never Have I Ever. We all had drinks in our hand, and I go, never have I ever thought about being gay or lesbian, and I was the only one who took a sip. So I think they kind of started to figure it out then. I never really expected them to figure it out then, but I knew I had to tell them slowly, because I wasn't sure how they were going to take. So finally, when I finally got them all to respond to me in the group chat, and all 12 people were there, I go, listen guys, this is something that is so new to me. I am not sure how you guys are going to react, and I'm not sure how I even feel about it, but listen, I like women, and it scares me. I know that it's hard for me to tell you guys, and I hope you guys support me, because it's something that I've been dealing with for a long time. Honestly, I got the best reactions ever. They were like, oh my god, Keela, I'm so happy for you. You go, girl. You tell them how it is. You go with what you're feeling, because honestly, I was so relieved when I told all of them, and they just didn't care. They thought it was like brave of me and courageous for telling them who I really am, and I was so proud of myself. I felt so relieved, and it was one of the best feelings in the world. Then it came to telling my parents. What I did was, I was so freaking nervous to tell my parents. This probably wasn't the best way to do it, but what I did was, I actually had one of my friends Facebook my mom to tell her what was going on with me, and my mom was a little upset with me that I didn't tell her myself. She didn't care who I liked or who I was into, or if I liked men or women. They didn't care. They were just mad that I didn't tell them myself, and it's probably one of the biggest mistakes I ever did, but I also felt relieved that they knew, because honestly, my parents are so supportive of it, and it felt great to tell them, and I was so relieved that all my family knows now. I don't care. Women are great. Men are great. I'm not afraid to tell anymore, and me telling you guys is probably one of the best feelings in the world, because it's time for me to finally just come out to the world and tell everyone. Not a lot of people know that I like women, and it scares the living shit out of me, but it's who I am, and I just want to be happy, and this is what makes me happy. Me saying this doesn't mean I'm with anyone, because honestly right now I'm not with anyone anymore, and you know, I've dated girls in the past, and I was really happy with who I was and who I'm with and who I like, and I also dated guys in the past, so I don't really know what I am anymore. I don't, bisexual or whatever. I don't want to use any labels, because I just don't want to be labeled on who I am. I like who I like, and if, I'm a lesbian, then I'm a lesbian. If I'm bisexual, I'm bisexual. I don't want to be labeled on who I am, because it's not great to label anyone, and I feel like we shouldn't use any labels on anyone. But that's my own perspective on things, and being labeled it doesn't make you who you are. You make who you are, and so it makes me feel so much better about myself now that you guys know and the whole world knows, because I'm Keela, and I feel great, and I feel great with who I am and who I love, and you guys should too. Alright guys, I know I haven't been uploading lately, and I'm sorry. I was just going through a lot, dealing with a lot of stuff, waiting for school to end, and I'm back on this YouTube grind now, so I'm ready to keep uploading, guys. So let me know in the comments below on what my next video should be. Love you guys. You guys are great. Thank you for watching this video. It means a lot to me.